back to our BeastTat YouTube channel. This episode is going to be about how to remove your mobile swing trainer from your 2-inch receiver hitch from your truck or SUV. You will need your 3/4 inch wrench and your mallet that was supplied with the product when you received it. So of course, once it is in there, you're going to need to remove it by going lefty-loosey. You want to back that nut all the way out to the end of that threaded rod, to where it is flush with the end of that threaded rod. Once that nut is flush with the end of the threaded rod, you take your mallet and you're going to dislodge that wedge that's in there by hitting on it. That should dislodge that wedge. Now you put your shoulder, right or left, depending on whether you're right-handed or left-handed, underneath that horizontal arm, and then you can start to back the lift up on it slightly, and you can start to back the once you start to see the cutouts of the threads, or where the receiver hitch is cut at the back, you're getting close. So once you start to get there, you need to make sure you have a hand on the back side of the upright, so that way it doesn't fall into your glass if you're in an SUV, or just fall into the back of your truck. So once you start seeing the cuts on the back side of that insert, put your shoulder under it. Now you can set it down like that. Okay. And that's how you remove the mobile unit from your 2-inch receiver hitch. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put the upright as a mobile unit back into the receiver hitch. This is a very big important part of your mallet piece. If you pull this out of your base from your indoor-outdoor base unit, chances are these flanges are going to be flanged out, because the base is just slightly larger than a standard 2-inch receiver hitch. Okay, so if this does not go in there very smoothly, then you have to bang down these flanges in order to get it back down right. So the best thing to do that is just to set it on the ground, okay, and then you want to hit on the top, hit on the sides. And what you're doing is you're pushing those flanges back in, because it's 11 gauge carbon steel. So it's very sturdy and it's very stiff, okay? So when they're flanged out like that, you have to get them back down like that so it can slide into this receiver hitch. So once you think you have it there, put your wedge into that groove. Remember, we talked about it can't be like this, and it can't be on the edge. It has to be in there, right? So once it's in there, now you can lean this against your shoulder, and just enough with your finger, you want to tighten up that bolt. Just not even tighten it up, just bring it to the front, so that way your wedge doesn't fall back out of the back, okay? Once you're there, you can spin it around, pull it up to you, put it under your shoulder, left or right shoulder, whatever's more comfortable for you, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your wedge, or your mallet, is where you can get to it, and you want to make sure your 3/4 inch wrench is where you can get to it. Now that you're here, you can stand up with the horizontal arm over your shoulder. It helps you lift on it a little more, because it's 35 pounds. Take your knee, put it up to the hitch, and then push it in. If it doesn't go right in, you have to mash those flanges back out with your mallet. Once you have it a little bit of the way in, reach down there and loosen up that nut just a little bit, okay? Once it's a little bit of the way in, grab your mallet, and now you want to tap it in there. Lean up on it and tap it in there, okay? You want that to go in a good 3 to 4 inches. Once you're in there, put your mallet up there, tighten up on your nut to make sure it's secure, and now tighten up on, make sure it's good and sturdy. And there you go. Now you're ready to rock.